Did you feel any pressure in there tonight, though?
Look, no pressure, but we just stay composed. You know, Alfie's telling me to keep composed. The guy could fight. He had a bit of power, bit of pop, and look, you got to respect everyone in there. With 8-ounce gloves, it can turn hairy pretty fast. So yeah, it was just the plan was going there, have a clinic, boxing clinic. We saw the openings a bit. Round 4, she started getting on the back foot and started pushing the pressure. Like Alfie always says, turn the screws, and that's what we did. And yeah, it was our way pretty quick after that.
Where do you think this win sort of puts you? Yeah.
Look, we'll sit down like George said. We'll sit down. We'll discuss. I'm very keen to keep working with No Limit, and keep becoming a big household name here in Australia. You know, it's to me it's home, and it's that means the most to me. So, whatever gets me closer to a world title. You know, I want to be world champion again. I believe I can, and I'll keep proving my way to the top. So.
How many fights away do you think you are?
With the talks I've had, I think maybe 1 or 2, including that one. So anything's open. We're going to sit down, see what division, what weight we're going to go. We're happy to go 140, 147, wherever the fights and the opportunities are, we're ready. You know, I show I can bring the power, and I can close the show if I have to. So, look, my team, I've got the best team in the world, and they'll make the right decisions. I'll just keep fighting whoever they put in front of me.
Can you just talk us through that moment that dropped in, how that came about?
Look, it was just setting up, Alfie was just saying, stay sharp, stay tidy, because the guy, he can fight, you know what I mean? And we just slowly picking my shots up. Like we said, we always turn the screws, and that's what it was. We just kept turning the screws. The first fight back, first time back in Australia, so it was not over-rushing, not overstepping or overthrowing my punches, you know. It was just being nice and neat, and just, yeah, we executed the plan perfectly. We knew he started slowing down in the 4th. We thought it was going to be maybe 6-7, but it happened quicker, and as soon as we seen that, we put the pressure on and, yeah, closed the show.
Did you feel like you had finished him at the end of that round? It felt like...
Look, he's a warrior. I didn't know if he's going to come out or not, but his nose is pretty busted, so I think he's going to have made the right decision, because we would have come out and done the job any second after that anyway.
George, there's a bit of talk about what damage he's actually incurred. Do you know the extent? I know it's only just happened, but have you heard anything about how badly?
Pain. That's all there was. No, he's obviously he'll get checked up straight away from here. There's a few stitches that'll be coming, but he was in a hell of a lot of pain, and I think if there was another 10 seconds in that round, it was getting finished then and there. Liam looked so impressive. I think I was very blessed to have the position that I had, sitting there and watch him ringside and watch him go to work. He's one of the prettiest boxers in Australia to watch live. So what he did in that ring, very destructive.
Bring your world title to North Queensland?
I'd love to, and I'd love to be able to sit down with the boys, like I said, first thing tomorrow, to be able to discuss what we can do next, because I think this was a perfect stepping stone for what's going to happen here in Queensland and North Queensland in particular, and what they've got here, the talent that they've got here to showcase.
Do you think Liam's fight next one will be in the States, so, given the names that you're talking about and what you want to do?
Well, I'd love to sit down with them first and be able to lock it away, because now that he's available to chat to, I'd love to be able to lock them away. But the opportunities for him are worldwide. You know, we'd love to do a lot here in Queensland, in North Queensland in particular, with Liam, but the opportunities for him are across the globe, and I think he's one of the best in the division, if not the best.
Alfie, did you see enough in there from Liam tonight that he can go straight into a world title shot next? Or?
Yeah, I think definitely. The plan was obviously to be, very cautious and just, take your time and sort of closing the space on this guy. This guy is a very good puncher. He comes from a very good gym, Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. So we knew the guy had a lot of credentials, big amateur career. So it was always about taking his time, and I think he showed you the prowess he has as a boxer. And I think that tonight he closed the show in a remarkable fashion. He listened really well.
Liam, is it the international names you want next? No domestic matchups that interest you?
Look, if it makes sense, I'll take anyone out. I want to keep proving this is my division. And but look, I want to be world champion again. I really do. I believe I'm at the top level, and I want to keep proving myself back there. So the bigger the names, whatever's going to elevate my career, that's what I'm for.
What was the feeling like after you won with that crowd?
I was good. I felt I was electric. I'm keen to come back here for sure. That was mad. It was good. Felt the love.
I thought there was some big moments tonight too. I think when Liam walked out and that crowd went nuts, I think that was, for me, I thought that was one of them moments that he deserved as a champion as well, and it was great to hear that. And the Let's Go Paro chant, I think tonight was something else that was special. I think for all of us in the building to feel that North Queensland love coming to Paro.
Was that head cut he got from a headbutt, do you think? Or
I think so. I think I have a little mouse
I think
on
they
my
called
eye.
it a punch.
Yeah, they
ringside.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know.
I think it was a punch, but they did a great job on the cart.
Yeah.
Because round two, there was no blood at all. But I'm pretty sure it was from a little punch on the inside. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little few head clashes here and there. We're fighting, you know, we're playing marbles, so wherever it comes from, well, we look all right, I guess. Hard head.
Spoke about Hitchins earlier this week. You know, there's a rematch. Do you want that rematch?
100%, that's what I want. It's I know I've got to earn my stripes and get back there. I'm not kicking and screaming for it now. I've got to earn my stripes, which I'm very confident I will get another belt and we'll unify. I believe that's honestly the fight I want. I want to right my wrong.
George, there are a couple of other good performances on a memorable card as well.
Yeah, look, I thought it was a great win for Liam Wilson. It really puts him in a strong position now in the WBO to be able to go on to bigger and better things. Really excited for what's next for him. Callum Peters looked amazing. Kira Rustin, that knockout. Great performances. And Vegas Larfield opening the card in a really tough fight. I thought he was tested a few times and really showed what he's got to offer, and looking forward to what comes next for him too. So I think all in all, great performance from all of the guys, and some really good Queenslanders on the card. I think for Queensland in particular, and I know Pete Bedell will be very happy that there's so many great fighters here in Queensland who are showing what they can do and you know, ready to take over in many different divisions.
Hey Liam, Alfie talked a lot during the fight about discipline. He kept screaming out to you to be disciplined, make sure you didn't get caught up in a dogfight, fight your fight. Is that maturity that you've developed now going to be the key to winning a belt back A and then B, potentially unifying, in a fight against Hitchins, of course, on which you did win one of the scorecards as well, so you know how to get it done?
100%, you know, it's always discipline. He knows if it's a firefight, I'd love to get in amongst it. I love a scrap, but there's no point to make it look hard. You know, I could do it clinically like we did, and it's just reminding me, you know, I can do this. It's not easy, but easier than going in and leave myself vulnerable, and that's what we go in there, do a clinic, but when the opening to finish it was there, I'll jump on it like I did. I love to get down and dirty, so I made sure, you know, we don't get paid overtime, so yeah.
Thank you guys, well done.
Thank you, cheers. Thank you.